bequeath the sword.
Oh, hey, hi, hello. Welcome on in where Ian's bequeathing things.
Hey, wouldn't be the first time.
Won't be the last. Thank you guys so much for coming hanging out. Really do appreciate it. This is episode 56 of Indy by Night Blurred Lines, title When Shadows Play. So we'll go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing this evening, and we'll hop straight on in. And we'll go ahead and start with Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren. I am playing Marlo, lover of Hawaiian shirts.
That's some deep lore. That's some deep lore that we just now are learning.
It's deep and it's true to his character. It's been established for years.
Years. Even before you enjoyed Vampire, you knew that Marlo was a Hawaiian shirt guy.
Exactly. I knew my fourth World of Darkness character was going to be Marlo, and he was going to love Hawaiian shirts.
Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'll be playing Domenico Gilani, or Dom, and he is a Hakata, and he likes eating dead things. I mean, we're for Sharon. You know?
Yeah,
dead things.
Yeah. Why would you like live things for, you weirdo?
I heard. Okay, fair.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have Rob.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rob. I'm going to be playing Vincent, our Lasombra, who I think is becoming more in touch with Oblivion than he ever thought that he was going to this session. So we're just going to see. We're just going to see how that goes.
The real question: are you in touch with Oblivion, or is Oblivion in touch with you?
Yeah. Show me on the doll where Oblivion touched you. It's
the whole thing.
Just all of it.
Just make the doll disappear. That's where. And then last but not least, we have Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. I am playing Baron Riley Hartmore, the Toreador. And glad to be here. Like fancy things, like good clothes, like the people I like, don't like the people I don't. Own a club, manage a club, own a club.
Manage two, actually.
Manage one, own another.
Based.
Kind of a big deal.
4 dots, relax.
If you don't remember the name.
Relax,
if
4
you
dots.
don't remember the name, then
4 dots.
That's a you problem.
Just remember that.
4 dots is almost 5.
Good
almost
math.
Max.
Good math, Ian. Good math.
Just objectively true.
You're saying hey, calm down there, 4 dots. That's like if I hit somebody hey, settle down, 1 dot.
It's as close to 5 dots as it is 3 dots. If it makes you feel any better, though.
Now you're just being mean.
But last we left off, Riley had some baroning to attend to, as well as reaching out to different individuals due to some missing Thin Bloods. And by missing, we mean performing the final death upon themselves. But also, now has a domain they have to run and whatnot. So the rest of you went and headed to Indianapolis for a small favor from one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, needing to figure out exactly what was going on underneath Indianapolis. You guys went ahead and began to investigate the old ruins of this Camarilla building, where you guys began to look around in a couple different rooms before something caught you guys. You guys started moving some of the furniture, and you found a safe, where you very handily pulled the safe from the ground, which did set off an alarm, and then proceeded to open said safe and take out a bunch of VHSs. Where you guys ran into a familiar and terrifying individual by the name of Troil. who you guys advised you guys are going to review the tapes and then give them to him after you guys were done with said tapes. And it's roughly about this time where something happened, something occurred that caused Vincent to become very distracted. Head over to the middle of the lobby area and began to complete a ritual before disappearing from before the rest of the coterie. This is where we're going to be picking up. I'm going to go around the room and ask, do we have any stains that we do need to resolve first?
Yeah, me.
Doesn't count. You're missing.
Still counts.
Somewhat predictably, I feel bad. Out of my 4 remorse dice, I rolled 4 successes.
Wow, you feel real bad about losing control for the split moment that you did.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably his biggest thing that he doesn't like, so.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but great for you. Upon being separated and completing this ritual before you, Marlowe, you go ahead and take 3 points of superficial physical damage as a blast wave sort of emits from the lobby area and sort of goes down and sort of ripples down the hallway before knocking you back about 4 or 5 feet until you hit a wall.
Ow.
But Vincent, you appear in a completely blacked room, like completely blacked out room.
Am I in control of myself?
You are indeed in control of yourself.
I don't want to move my body very much, but I would like to look around and see if I can see anything.
Do you have any powers that allow you to see in perfect? You do not see anything. Actually,
Can I see?
roll wits and awareness for me, please. Specialization, if you have smelling, would apply.
Nah, no. What's my hunger at? 2. Difficulty?
Difficulty is 2 on this.
4 successes.
Perfect. You can smell Vitae heavily.
Looking around and not being able to see anything, like, can I see the floor? Can I see my own hands?
No, it is completely pitch black.
What are the odds that I brought my phone? I think I did not, in fact.
I think you actively said you weren't bringing your phone.
Yeah. So I think that Vincent's going to look around for a couple beats and then, okay, what do you want?
Why are you here?
Wasn't exactly a choice. Something took control of me, made me do a thing that I don't really understand. Now I'm here. Was that you?
Possibly inadvertently. What are you?
Right now? Lost, annoyed. What are you?
Human. Mortal.
It's an odd distinction, I guess. Human sounds right. Is there a light switch? It's very dark here.
No. But if you are what I believe you to be, and you not being able to see me is a benefit for both of us.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Send a message to anyone and everyone that you interact with. The time of the sun is coming.
A little cryptic. Do you want that to be any clarifications you want to add there? While this is happening, I'd like to try to see if I can figure out in what direction the voice is coming from.
It seems to be coming above you, and sort of almost like echoing around this room, almost like you're in like in a dome-ish chamber.
Does it sound like it's coming from a speaker or from a person?
From a person, but it's hard to guess like how far it is because it seems to be echoing around so much in this room. The only direction you can get is above you.
Okay. I think I'd like to start just like randomly picking a direction and just start walking in a direction to see if I can get some more information while I'm talking.
You make about 2 or 3 steps before your foot kicks a body.
Okay. I guess I'll ask, who was that?
Someone who is lost and annoyed.
I'd like to crouch down and see if I can feel anything about the body. I'm specifically looking for like, can I find their face,
Mm-hmm.
or are they carrying a phone?
Sure. As you take some time, you do find the face. You also feel on the side of their head, where their temple should be, is a hole. But as you continue to search down the body, you do find a handgun, and you also find a cellular device.
Did you do this
They did.
to this person? They did. I guess I'd like to. I'm going to ignore the gun for now and see if I can get the phone to activate, and then possibly turn on the flashlight.
Okay.
Is this any more complicated than my normal intelligence?
No, it is
technology?
going to be the exact same roll that you'd use to activate, to see if you are capable of turning on a phone.
2 successes.
Perfect. You can turn the flashlight on.
Then I'm going to turn the flashlight on, and then I'm going to stand up and see if I can get a clearer picture as to what this is.
Yeah. You see a large room. It does. You can see the like from wall to wall around you. You can see, but you cannot see upwards and see the entirety of the room above you. Wherever you are, it is very deep in this room. But you can see the room around you. You can see metal stairs that sort of lead up. But you also see anywhere but just a quick guesstimate, about 25, 30 bodies. All with look like self-inflicted wounds.
Self-inflicted gun wounds?
No, different wounds of different varieties, whether it's knives, bludgeoning, all sorts.
Okay. A message. The sun is coming. You're telling me that they did this.
Yes.
Did they do this the same way that I came here? Did you inadvertently make this happen?
No. I did not. I may have brought them here, but I did not do this to them.
You brought them here. You brought me here. Who are you?
Someone that you and your kind will become very familiar with very quickly.
Why not now? I'm gonna see if I can start making my way up the stairs.
As you begin to, are you doing like rushed, or are you just sort of?
I'm walking and trying to keep the flashlight like pointed ahead of me.
Yep. Every single step is a creaking metal staircase that has been here for a very long time. Some are definitely more rusted than others, but these stairs are very, very old and have not seen a lot of use. As you
So they
continue,
seem like they're gonna fall. Maybe.
If you step on one of the heavily rusted ones, it probably would. But as long as you seem to avoid those, they creak and they bend a little bit, but they don't buckle or break. Besides the ones that are rusted out.
Is it just a spiral staircase?
More of like a zigzag back and forth, not necessarily spiral.
Okay. Basically, Vincent is trying to keep his eyes up towards wherever the next spot is going to be.
Mhm.
And if he feels like he's going to fall, he's going to soaring leap
Up. Okay. Are you ready to leave and deliver your message?
Are you going to let me?
Happily.
Well, you've been such a charming host. It would be a shame to not shake your hand before I go.
Like I said, for the betterment of you and I, you should not see me. For if you see me, you'll end up like the rest of them down below. And Vincent, you have a bigger role to play.
A role for you or a role in general?
For me, no. But for Malkov, yes.
Do I know a Malkov? I don't think so.
Intelligence plus occults. DC 3.
Okay. It's not like my best roll. Messy critical for 4.
Would you like to keep your messy critical?
Yep.
Okay.
I ain't got willpower to be throwing away successes. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping it.
Malkov is the Malkavian antediluvian. And for those of others at home, third generation vampire.
Yeah, the first point at which it was a clan.
Exactly.
And probably capable of doing stuff that I can't even describe. I guess Malkavian.
Malkavians
So.
are.
Most Malkavians, no matter the generation, are capable of that.
Yeah. So I think that's going to cause Vincent to pause a bit and then say, all right, well, if you're keeping the door closed or whatever, then yes, I want to leave. Let me out. I'll deliver your message. Let me out.
Perfect. And be known that magic has ripples. So when you return, things may not be the same as when you left. And you hear an echo of a snap that echoes through the chamber. And in the same moment of a blink of an eye, you reappear, in the middle of the chamber from where you came from.
Do I still have the phone?
You do have the phone still.
So I think Vincent reappears and looks around. You still there?
You hear Troyal echo from down the hall. Yes, we're still here. Where did you go?
Shit. I'm not. I'm gonna see if I can open the phone. It's probably locked.
It is locked.
Fuck. Something that called themselves mortal brought me somewhere. They said it was by accident, but that seems like bullshit to me. There were a ton of dead there. It smelled like kindred. This was one of theirs. They sent me with a threat that was the time of the sun is coming.
Okay. That mean anything to you two? Sort of looking between you and Marlowe's down the hall.
Wasn't Charlie with us initially too?
Charlie was initially with you guys as well.
Is she not here now?
No.
2. We came here with a third.
Marlowe, you remember exclusively that you and Vincent were the only two that came down here looking for answers.
Nah, it was just you and me, man. Did you get hit in the head or something?
Yeah, let's go with that. They said that Malkov had a use for me, which I'll look at Troyal and be like, more people from your league playing around here?
As far as I was aware of, he bit the dust centuries ago. It's not a name I remember fondly, though.
Yeah,
Crap.
I'm starting to agree with you.
You saying that Malkov took you and let you go?
No, what do you call like the mortal like wizard people?
Mages.
Okay. Mage, I'm gonna guess. Somebody with, I don't know, a lot of power and the flair for the dramatic.
Yeah, that sounds about Malkov if he's not lost in his own mind.
Yeah, I guess I'm worried that I got lost in it too. Where the hell is Charlie?
Do I know where we last left Charlie?
Yeah,
I know with Charlie.
Yeah, you do know a Charlie. Good question. Good question. You do know a Charlie, and she was last left with Riley handling some Baron business.
I will share that.
Vincent looks unsettled. Like, no, but I'm not going to say it.
Say psych.
And then is going to read, like,
right now.
flip the phone around and hold it out towards Marlowe and say, "This is probably better with you." we should. We're supposed to be doing the thing for pestilence, but we may need to go talk to the Baron.
I mean, I'll back whatever your play is, but how many times do you think we can put off the horseman? And for how long?
Okay. I think you're right. Let's keep going, I guess. But if something like that happens again, I think we pull the cord and we get out and we tell Pestilence exactly what happened and see how they want to deal with it. I guess. I don't know what else to do. Something literally puppeted me before it took me somewhere else.
That's really weird, man. Understatement, I know.
Okay.
Well, good luck to you guys. I'm going to go because if Malkov's here, I don't want anything to do with this.
I'm not saying shit. I got a lot to say, but I'm not saying shit.
I liked my piece of the hemisphere, thinking that I was the only one. So, give you my regards. It heads back towards the elevator.
I think Vincent looks like visibly pissed off at kind of everything, and then is ultimately just gonna like huff and puff and like storm off in a direction. I don't know that we know where we're going, so I think he's just gonna pick a direction that we haven't gone yet in this place and just head off that way.
Um, so are you heading further into this compound area, or are you heading back the way you guys came?
Further into the compound
Okay.
area.
You guys head into, there is obviously you guys are in the main lobby at this point. You head into the set of double doors that were kicked down, where you more or less the execution was going to take place of Eva and friends. Or you can head down the other other hallway on the other side. Which way would you like to go?
I'd say other hallway, just for map completeness.
Yeah, we haven't been that way, right?
Yeah.
As you guys head down that hallway, the first room that you come across on the left side, it looks like a rather large library that's been mostly tore through. A singular bookshelf is sort of knocked over and placed against the wall. You do see a rather large blood splatter that is sort of on the ground, where it looks like someone took a severe beating.
I've been here.
Marlo, you have been here. This is indeed where Riley's forehead played basketball with the ground a couple times with the werewolf.
Did they die, though?
No, they were already dead.
And now there's the Baron.
Exactly. But otherwise, the books are sort of still sort of more or less how you left them. Doesn't seem like anyone disturbed anything since you guys were here last. But continuing down the hallway, there are multiple each one is sort of labeled a safe haven and then a number, where it looks like these multiple little rooms that people could go and like crash in. They had different more or less small like 1 bedroom apartments that people could all the furniture's been tossed and turned just like the rest on the other side. But all the doors have been either kicked in or heavily damaged in some capacity or another. Before you make it down to the very end of the hallway, where these shredded drapes that once probably looked very well put together and very expensive, as you sort of push your way through these shredded drapes, you see a rather nice looking bar with a square bar top in the middle and a bunch of booths that were sort of outline the walls of the square room and have little curtains that can be closed and tore down. You do see like very weathered skeletons or dust that's sort of been laid out throughout the room. A bunch of Anarch symbols that have been spray painted onto the bar top, onto the walls. But other than that,
I'm assuming that we don't see anybody in either the safe haven rooms or around the bar or whatever.
no, yeah. Out of all the safe haven rooms around the bar, you don't see anything. You see remains inside of the bar, but no people.
Is there a back way out of the bar?
Looks like a back area, but it doesn't have an exit. Out of it looks like more of like a storage closet than anything else. Had multiple cages, and then also places for barrels and other food.
So we're like downtown now. We came from sort of the outskirts of downtown to get here, right?
Correct.
Is there like an underground in Indianapolis, or like is this all news to us that there's anything going on underneath the earth?
I mean, there's a sewer system, obviously underneath Indianapolis, but I mean, besides the tunnels that were made, you're not exactly sure that the Monsteros created. It's really about it. And now this underground facility, but other than that, you're not truly aware of anything else like this, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, but just not something you guys have experienced.
So we get to the bar, we do a quick look around, and I think that Vincent at this point is going to whirl around and go, "So that's it. We're out of places to go here. We either go crawl around in the tunnels, hoping that one of the things that made them doesn't come back and, I don't know, eat us. We start poking around in the sewers or something, or I don't even know what."
All right. Yeah. No. Maybe I can poke around as a wolf, and smell it, and
Sure. I know that I agreed to sign up to work with these people, but the degree of jerking around that's going on is starting to get to me.
no, that's fair. That I get that. I get that, and I think not that I want to do this alone, but you got some shit you got to get to the Baron. Frankly, I'm probably stealthier on my own anyway. So why don't I poke around and I'll call you if I find something.
I mean, we both got stuff to get back to Heartmore. I've got this, and assuming that we can figure out where it's been, maybe the location of their missing Thin Bloods. You've got the videos. I can take it back, but I don't. Let's go back through the tunnels together. We run into something. I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And if we see anything we haven't poked around on the way back out, then we'll take a side tour.
You wanna do this by yourself? Like that's fine. I'll stay out of the
Oh,
way.
I don't want to do this by myself, but
No, I think you're right though. Particularly the wolf thing. Like it'll be the same as tying symbols to your back to have me following you around. So
yeah, and I could. We don't really want to run into those Monsteros, and you mentioned I don't know why we didn't bring Charlie. She had worked with the Monsteros before. That would have made a shitload of sense.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't bring Charlie. That seems like it would have been a good idea. In fact, it seems like the kind of thing we would have done.
Hey man, I swear on my massive Hawaiian shirt collection that we did not bring Charlie.
I know. I know. I don't I think you're right. And also, I distinctly remember us coming here with Charlie. So whatever the hell dragged me out of here did something to mess with that. And I'm gonna guess retroactively made us make a stupid decision. But here we are. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how I disappeared from here. And all of that is it's a problem.
Do we want to swing by that room with all the old books and see if there's anything about any of that?
Did you go through it before? Weren't y'all here at one point?
Yeah, but I wasn't looking for anything about what you're talking about.
Uh,
But that's a good point. Do I remember from poking around in there anything that might have helped with that?
With what exactly? I'm sorry.
Making any sense of what happened to Vincent?
Um, I mean, there's a book that mages like it explains that mages exist, but nothing that would explain anything like what Vincent is experiencing. I mean, it seems almost as possible that Malkov, a third generation Malkavian, also possibly just scrambled Vincent's mind as much as magic works.
Great. So our most plausible solution is that I got sucked into an antediluvian's nightmare. Wonderful.
First time?
This time.
Yeah, so let's see what you can find out. And then man, I'm like borderline wanting to burn this place to the ground. I guess it's in the ground. Burn this place in the ground.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, this place continues to pop back up and be a problem. We could just light the fucker on fire. Although, gotta be honest, every time we see fire, it's been a little bit dicey, and I feel like lighting this whole place on fire might scare me a little.
It's all right. I'll have Simon do it.
I feel like Simon down here is gonna die.
Jesus. All right, fine, fine. I'll have Terry do it.
Which one's Terry?
Terry owns the bar. He's more dispensable.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely we could replace Terry.
I don't want to start a thing with like Charles is, but he's sort of a Charles.
Somewhere Charles is rolling over in his grave.
Which one?
That's a lie. Charles doesn't get buried. They just leave Charles where Charles falls.
Whoa.
Yeah, Charles kind of like lives where he falls.
Or bits and pieces of Charles's, depending on which one you ask.
So the one from the hole.
I feel like Claudius couldn't bury a Charles because that's like final, right?
Mm.
Charles is forever, which means you can't acknowledge that Charles has died.
You know what?
The
That
first
is
task of the
honestly
new Charles.
Mm-hmm. First task of the new Charles is bury the old Charles.
if you wish to bear his name, you shall have to bury his claim.
That's so metal. Okay. You're turning into the big bad wolf.
I am turning into the big bad wolf.
Okay. Rouse check for big bad wolf.
I don't wanna.
Okay. Then you can't turn into the big bad wolf.
No, it's fine. I got hungrier.
Good. Good.
Vincent's gonna poke around at the bar.
Yeah.
For those paying attention at home, I'm now hunger 4.
Yeah.
We love that.
I guess
Just saying, the
Unfortunately.
next person that looks vaguely tasty is gonna get eaten.
I
Well,
guess asking for a friend, do I find any supplies?
just yourself.
Unacceptable.
On second thought, call Simon. I'm hungry.
Hey, we just went through this. That's a Terry problem.
At this point, the
Very-
beast does not care.
He scares a little bit.
Yeah, you're not 5 hunger. That's fair. Okay, you're hungrier and now have shifted into a wolf. All right.
Let's see if I smell anything, man. What's an awareness, right?
Yep.
See if I can pick up a trail.
Yeah, and then specialty if you have sniffing.
You know, I did not take sniffing.
Missed opportunity.
That it is a missed opportunity. I will take sniffing at a later point.
Nope, moment's passed.
Yeah. Oh my god, this dice pool is not gonna be kind. I have way too many hunger dice for this to go well.
Remembering that you use
No,
your
I'm
own,
okay.
right?
Yeah, use your mental stats, right? You know that?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, yes, that's mildly better than the
Check in.
wolf mental stats.
I just
for this
remember the wolf
particular one.
mental stats being real trash.
Yeah, no, the wolf mental stats are real trash.
But
Mental is
Marlowe's
one.
mental stats is also just what we call trash.
No, they're not. No, my intelligence and resolve are pretty good, but my wits are not the best. It's a 2. So three successes, which I wasn't expecting.
Wow. I also wasn't expecting.
You know, I was because I believe in you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
As you are searching around, you look, and you do not find any sort of really anything that would be a path forward, any sort of hidden like trapdoor, anything of that nature. Just a bar that's seen better days, and definitely what looked like a battle happened here some time ago. There is a fine layer of dust over everything. So no one's really been here. Besides you, there's 2 sets of footprints. One looks like to be a rather large shoe, and the other one seems to be like a set of heels.
Do those mean anything to me? Should those mean anything to me as a player or as a character?
Nah, not that you're aware of.
feel like Claudius wears big shoes.
Troil wears big shoes too.
I don't think. Yeah, okay.
But on that,
The wolf looks at Vincent like, can you believe that that guy chickened out and ran away?
Trying to figure out how much of that Vincent would be able to pick up.
I think all of it. I mean, Scooby-Doo's pretty expressive.
it's based.
I think Vincent considers the wolf for a minute, looks confused, and then shrugs. It's like, I don't have Animal Ken,
That's fair.
and now none of us have Animal Ken.
Mm.
Animal Kenneth.
Because our animal Ken is gone.
Yes.
Is that a conversation you guys have out loud?
No.
Well, I mean, sure. I don't know how we would.
Vincent sits here with a wolf and discusses the nature of the stats on his character sheet.
I was more or less about the animal Kenneth, is all.
I mean,
I do
honestly,
think that
the
Vincent
wolf
is-
would be saying, like, this would be way easier if Kenneth was here. Absolutely.
The wolf doesn't know a person named Kenneth.
Wait, what?
You've never known a person named Kenneth.
So who was here when Riley got beat up?
Just
Who
you.
knocked over the bookshelf?
The bookshelf was knocked over. You don't recall what knocked it over, but it wasn't Kenneth.
I do think that Vincent was having the thought that this would have been the kind of investigation that Kenneth would be very good at, assuming that he knows a person named
You
Kenneth.
do know a person named Kenneth. You sure do.
So then, yeah, I think that
Oh, no.
as the wolf is looking confused, that Vincent's going to say, I don't know, this seems like the kind of thing that Kenneth would have been really good at. Can count on a small swarm of rats to be able to find disease. All right, well, you're not like, I don't speak wolf, and I'm assuming you haven't figured out opposable thumbs on that thing yet. So you can't like write messages to me. Are we investigating? Can you give me some indication as to whether or not you found something?
I don't have opposable thumbs, but I've worked out how to, shoot you the bird.
I don't know enough about wolves to know if you bark, but can you do like a 1 bark for yes, 2 for no?
I want to bite you so bad right now.
I can't tell.
Yeah, resting wolf face
I
is
feel
what
like
they're
you
saying. They have resting wolf face.
The growling is saying
angry
is growl
wolf
no?
is like angry wolf is universal. But no, I will shake my head. I don't have to bark.
Hey, cool. I don't know. I wasn't sure if your muscles did that. I didn't want to assume. All right, so the growling was just that you're pissed. Got that. I had thought it might have been no, but all right. My bad. Sorry.
But it doesn't sound like I really have any leads, so I will kind of just look around and do my best wolf shrug, and I guess get out ahead of Vincent so I can possibly hear or see things before they hear us.
Yeah.
Gonna roll stealth to make myself feel good about myself.
I like it. Please roll it with those sweet, sweet 4 hunger dice.
And,
I
go
did,
ahead and make a
and
sniff
that
test
was
for yourself.
really embarrassing. It's only 4 successes.
It's really unfortunate, but good to know.
It is.
I got one.
Okay. Cool.
Vincent's doing his best.
I feel like Vincent's on the verge of having just a mental collapse at this moment. It's just trying his best to hold everything together. Cool.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Head out through the tunnels or through the elevator?
The tunnels are where our car is.
Correct.
But we haven't done the elevator in a while, right?
You guys
Yeah.
have... Oh, last time you guys took the elevators when you guys made... Or no, actually, you guys have never taken the elevator down.
I took the elevator down. I never took the elevator up. I took the elevator down to try to maybe assassinate Eva, and then that's not the way that we left.
True.
So I think that Vincent's
Seeing
gonna,
if there's anything over there.
yeah, Vincent's gonna say like, I don't know, our car's at the end of the tunnels. If we go up the elevator, we can get a bus, or I can get Simon to give us a ride or something.
All right, we'll do the tunnels. It's fine.
Okay.
I say
guess
by just walking down the tunnel.
I was
Just-
gonna, yeah. Vincent watches the wolf walk away and goes, "Okay, I guess we'll do the tunnels. That's fine." My muscles don't really get sore anymore, so let's do it.
Okay. A rather uneventful time in the tunnels. Not even any sounds or anything picking up. And you guys make it out of under the gazebo. Crawl your way out of Riley's old house backyard and get back into your guys' car. You guys want to head back to Terre Haute, or is there anywhere else you guys would like to go before heading back?
Oh, I'm hungry. We gotta eat. We gotta eat before I have to talk to anybody.
You're muted, bro.
Oh, we gotta eat.
Yeah. You good with that, or I can help?
Well, I mean, I would be better at that if we were around where we hang out all the time, but
You good to make it that
I'm
far?
fairly confident I could find somebody to eat.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Let me know if you make a mess.
I
Based.
feel like that's almost guaranteed.
Like, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm just gonna go clean up the mess, and then we can go home.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's really handy.
Yes, actually. So you guys are heading way back to your domain.
Yeah, we're gonna stop
To-
for takeout.
Okay. You guys arrive back in Terre Haute, and then feel free, if either or both of you would like to make a hunting roll, feel free to do so.
Yeah, I would like to do it as a wolf if I can. I feel
I
like
think
it's
I'm
not my
gonna-
fault if I eat somebody when I'm a wolf, right? Like that's
That's almost how it
Nice.
goes. I'll make sure to give the werewolves the same logic. Don't worry.
A beast was in control.
Yeah. The beast is in control. I won't say which one, but a beast was.
these dice are considerably kinder than the roll 20 dice. Just FYI.
Say we should have done this a long time ago.
I mean, yes and no, right? Like the crazy failure dice drove a lot of story beats.
That's true.
But yeah, 3 successes.
3 successes.
You know, I spent 4 willpower today, and I think rolled a total of 2 successes. So my experience is that real dice and roll 20 dice are about the same.
I was gonna say your experience may vary.
Perfect. You are able to successfully hunt. How much hunger you taking off there, buddy?
think he has to roll to figure that out.
Oh,
right?
true. Actually, yes. I need you to go ahead and roll a hunger frenzy with 4 hunger. Thank you for the homework assignment, Rob. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I could do this. I could do that.
Yeah. And your threshold is a 3.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
My
I'm
res-
currently
my resist
remembering
frenzy
what that
pool-
roll is and seeing if the wolf thing will impact it at all.
My resist frenzy pool right now is 2 dice, so that would be bad for me.
Borderline impossible, some might say. Page 219.
Unspent willpower, and you add 1/3 of your humanity rounded down.
Thank you.
There we go. Thank you. I have not spent a lot of willpower, and I am still kind of nice.
I'm here to be the perspective humanity.
That's a 7 dice. I could do that.
Ooh.
Does hunger play? Do I still need to care about the hunger dice for that roll?
I don't
Whatever.
believe
Let's
so.
find out. 4 successes.
You resist the hunger. And yes, your hunger dice still are impacted. But you do not lose control. So how much hunger would you like to take? Two is free.
Well, how much
Anything?
would I like to take? I would like to take all of it. How much am I going to take?
Yes.
I will go down to 1 hunger because I passed that roll.
Okay, so you're going to deal an aggravated point of physical damage to this individual.
Fine. I'll go down to 2 hunger.
I know. I'm just saying, it's fine. You can put this man in the hospital. That's
No,
fine.
no,
It's just a
fine.
wolf attack in the middle of Terre Haute. I'm sure it's completely normal.
I mean, we could pin it on the werewolves.
That's what I'm saying.
No, 2 is good.
Ian.
If you turn back into Marlowe shape, you can even make him forget it, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't have forget. I have
You have
compel.
just stare compelling. I compel you to forget.
Oh my god, call animal control. Did you see that crazy wolf?
Exactly. Okay, so you go down to 2 hunger. Congratulations. Vincent, would you like to feed, or are you content where you are?
I'm good.
Okay.
I need the constant hurt of hunger to remind me I'm a monster.
Exactly. Riley, you do get a text message from Brink asking to meet with your coterie when you get a moment. Just let them know when they're available. He is in town.
Yeah, that works. I'll see about getting everybody together. Everything good?
Yeah, just need to chat.
Cool. Well, club's open if you want to swing by, and then I can snag people as they come in.
Perfect. I'll be there shortly.
Thank you. And then I'll let Dom know that we have important
Is-
guests on their way.
Is Dom back?
Yes, Dom is
Oh, yeah,
back indeed.
if Dom is back.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, and that's just simply, hey, Mr. Brink is on his way. So just accommodations, place to be, away from people, that kind of thing, if possible.
Certainly, I'll prepare VIP room 4.
Thank you so much. You are an
Indeed.
absolute godsend. Has anybody told you that?
Not in this lifetime.
Well, then I will happily be the one to do it.
I appreciate it, my Baron.
Yeah. All
By
right.
the way,
then I'll-
did I get any information from my little side quest there?
Yes. Messy crit.
Mm-hmm.
They provide you the things that you need.
Okay.
But they are absolutely terrified.
Yes, they should be. And then I was going to do some cross-referencing to see if I could find if they'd all visited similar locations from the devices that I have. If I haven't had time to get to that, that's completely understandable.
No, you have not had enough time to unfortunately get that
Okay.
far. Because this is pretty much the same night that you guys had left. So
I would have also tried to like secure a list of telephone numbers and all that stuff for the other people's devices that didn't want to give them up.
yeah, that's definitely doable.
Okay. I'll make all the arrangements for VIP room 4. I'll let the door guy know that Brink's on his way. Give him the sniff test just to make sure it smells right. And
do we
we'll
have
express
people's
pass him
smells
upstairs.
logged?
I would hope so.
We should get. I feel like we
Log
should get
that odor.
smells. Yeah. Hey, make a note. That's what Brink smells like. If anybody shows up claiming to be Brink, they don't smell like that. Call them a liar.
I will
to his face.
also go in the back and get a vase full of red flowers that are tipped in black. You know, we're dealing with some Toreadors here, so we gotta treat them right. You know.
doing some Toreador shit around here.
Okay. It's roughly about this time.
Toreador package that's got like nice music and art and
Exactly. Each of the VIP rooms is actually a different clan that you put when you're
Exactly.
having the meeting, you put them in different rooms.
Got to keep the roses chilled, though. You know. You
Yeah,
don't want 'em to
exactly.
wilt.
Exactly that. It's roughly about this time, Dom, as you're setting up this arrangement that the rest of the coterie mates sort of arrive. This is all before Brink arrives. But Marlowe and Vincent have returned back to the club that is currently in full swing.
Kind of makes a moment and note the time on his watch. Like,
Late clocking in all sideways.
I think I'm walking
Like
in
the sewer.
straight to the
Like
office.
clocking in late, smelling like ass, Hawaiian print shirt in full view of everybody and God.
I will
What?
try to get Vincent and Marlowe's attention. Just pass word that Baron Brink is on his way for conference. That Baron Hartmore is in VIP room 4, awaiting his arrival.
Do you have any idea how long?
We do not. I will let you know as soon as he arrives.
Okay. We found some interesting things. You'd probably be interested, but I was going to go tell the Baron about it.
You think you have time to get into the nuts and bolts before Brink arrives?
No, but I
Okay.
have some things that I'd like to pass off at the very least.
Certainly. I'll join you shortly.
Head up to room 4.
I'll go get
Out of
change
pure-
first, but then I'll join you up there.
Good.
I'm like literally waiting there with a trash bag for him to put his shirt in.
Goes and gets a different print Hawaiian shirt.
No, I have my Riley uniform, right? My bouncer, right? So just
Yeah, your staff clothing.
Is that not
my
just
suit,
like a
right? Like my.
Hawaiian shirt under a sports coat?
I think so.
Dude, I would
If I
love
was
that.
dressing
much
for
of an
myself,
ass.
yes. When I dress for Riley, it's just a straightforward. I look like a Secret Service agent, earpiece, and
If it's gonna be a Hawaiian shirt, can we at least get it in like a nice silk, or like something to kind of class it up a little bit. Something that says, "I know what I'm wearing, and it was on purpose."
I love that.
I'll see what they have on the rack at Goodwill, Riley.
I'm gonna fight you. Not for shopping at Goodwill, but for thrifting your Hawaiian shirts, where we could get you so many cooler things.
Um,
Um, but side question though, from all the barony that I had to do previously,
Mhm.
would it have been possible to collect said bequeathments in that time? We had talked about handing out status
status,
stuff.
yes. Weaponry, no, because that's gonna take some time to
Okay,
get crafted.
cool. Then we're waiting on that. But y'all know your status. Y'all know your office of whatever it's called. I just wanted to give you gifts because I'm excited. But anyway, now
I
I'm just
think that
picturing Riley sitting in like room 4, just like kicking their feet.
depending on how much I smell like the sewer, I would also go change.
You guys don't smell like a sewer at all. You guys took some dusty tunnels, but you guys don't smell anything like a sewer. You guys weren't around in the sewer at all.
Great. I'm okay being dusty in my walking about shirt.
I'm assuming you left the box full of VHSs in Riley's office.
Oh, I mean, we just got pulled to room 4. I was just gonna like turn on heel and head straight there.
Cool.
So no, I've got a box full of VHSs. So
I
I'm
love
on my way
that.
to Riley's.
Sick.
Okay. Um, anything you guys would like to prep before Brink arrives?
Oh yeah, I want to talk to Riley.
Yeah.
All right, so uh we ended up back at the place below the monument circle.
Cool.
Came across a couple of weird things. One, this box full of these are called video cassettes.
I know what a VHS is.
All right, just wasn't sure.
No, I appreciate you.
These came out of a safe in one of the offices there. Troil was interested in them, so I'd like to make copies. We're gonna have to figure out
Troil's
where.
the old guy, right?
Yeah, like the really,
Okay,
really,
cool.
really old Bruja.
Just making
One
sure I
of,
have names straight.
one of the reasons that Eva is scary.
Yeah, I thought that name was okay. Cool. Yeah, so he wanted those.
Or copies. He just wants the information on them. That was
Okay.
oddly not the most interesting part. While we were there, I got sort of sucked away to some mysterious location where there were a bunch of dead kindred who looked like they'd killed themselves. Seems like the sort of thing you might be interested in.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I got there or how I got back. We're gonna go with magic, with like finger quotes. Um,
Okay.
anyway, I'm gonna put the cell phone down and say that came from there. If we can figure out where that's been or like who it belongs to or whatever, that may tell us more.
Wow. Y'all been
Also,
busy.
the maybe not the most important part. I remember Charlie coming with us. Marlowe does not remember Charlie coming with us. Seems like whatever did the wibbly wobbly move me around thing may have done some messing with time stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm from a parallel dimension. We'll find out. If I run across like my evil twin or whatever, like I am gonna have to fight them to the death, and we'll see who wants to be me. But
Back it up just a paragraph. Uh you had me until we started doing like the whole fringe thing of like there's 2 dimensions but there's 1 dimension, but so
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, okay.
Mostly wanted to tee that up as I had a weird experience and have very strange memories coming back that
Okay.
don't match up neatly with. Anyway, we didn't actually make any progress on the horseman thing. I was thinking about asking Kenneth or some other Nosferatu or whatever to help us look into this because this might be a look around in the sewers thing.
Looking for guidance
what-
on how I'm supposed to react to that name there.
I was gonna say
You
which
don't know
maybe
a name of Kenneth, but I mean, you know Nosferatu, so maybe he knows a Nosferatu named Kenneth. But
I don't remember Kenneth. That breaks my heart. I mean, yeah, I could put you in touch with a couple Nazis if you need to, but unfortunately, the one that we knew got. So
what do you mean?
well,
You
Max.
talking about Wormy Joe guy?
Yeah, he got popped.
Yeah, sure, but he wasn't like our most trustworthy Nosferatu friend. That would definitely have been Kenneth.
Who?
What?
I I don't. The core of us that has been everybody involved. Our boy Thom. Rest in peace to the guy that blew up.
Yeah,
And
Julian.
Charlie. Yeah.
I guess does everybody remember Julian?
everyone remembers
I
Julian.
was about to same thing.
And it's still hard to say his name, so I had to go that way. For some reason, it was easier to describe him as the guy who blew up than to actually say his name. And Charlie, I don't think we've ever run with a guy named Kenneth. I don't think we've ever had a Nazi in the group, have we?
I think Marlo looks at Riley like, really? You would forget who was in our group?
You're
1
muted.
second, sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
you're good.
All right, this is all like a lot. We're gonna process the I remember a different reality from you in a bit. I think it might be awkward if Brink knows what these are. So I'm gonna take those and put them in Riley, if you don't mind, I'm gonna drop them in your office. I'll be back in a minute.
Before you go, I
Thank
just want to
you.
touch on, you mentioned evil twin. Like, don't you think wouldn't you be the evil twin? We're vampires, we eat people.
What the hell, man?
I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, what does your evil twin look like?
I don't know.
OT.
All right, fine. Like, assume I'm the evil twin. Then I have to kill my good twin.
You don't
And I
have a
would like to
goatee.
help you with this plot.
I'm assuming that my evil twin is going to be helping whoever this disembodied voice was that told me that the time of the sunrise is coming and was maybe like partly responsible for sucking me into the frickin' oldest Malkavian's nightmares or whatever. I don't know what's going on, but either I'm losing my mind or somebody's doing some magic stuff. Maybe both. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, that Marlo's filing that away under things to tell Carter.
If Vincent could have a therapist.
You can. You just got to cloud their memory at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do that.
All right, you head
I can
downstairs.
just force them to sign prescriptions.
As you're heading downstairs, out of the corner of your eye, Vincent, you recognize a familiar face sort of standing off by the bar, slowly watching the room, but sort of catches your eye and like traces you across the dance floor.
Who is it?
It's Nicholas.
I think I just don't have time for that.
Oh, hell no.
Like very clearly watching me, right?
Yeah. Just sort of like with a smile, like not like a ill intent, but just like a smirk. So he sort of
Just gonna give him a like one finger salute and then on my way.
he raises a glass up, and then goes back to having a conversation at the bar.
Yeah, I'll just tell people that Nicholas is here when I get back, but otherwise.
Dom, where are you? Are you heading up to room 4 as well, or is there something
No,
you want
I
to?
am waiting literally close to the door, so the minute the bouncer alerts me to Brink's arrival, I can be there to greet him.
You do get a ping over the headpiece. This is Mr. Brink and guest has arrived.
I'll like radio up to the VIP room, let him know that he's got a single. I'll ask over the radio, single or plural.
Just one guest.
Okay. I'll let the people know in the VIP room, and then I'll head out to meet him.
Okay.
And since we're in public, I'll be, oh, Mr. Brink, always a pleasure. And shake his hand and kind of bow my head.
He gives you a very firm handshake before heading in.
His acquaintance, are they known to me?
No, we have not seen this individual before.
And I'll kind of fall in line next to the Baron. And will your guests be attending the meeting as well, or?
Yes, but he's read in.
Perfect. I'll show you the way, and I'll lead him up to VIP room 4.
Great, thank you.
And tell Ricky that the band he recommended, fantastic. They performed over at your spot a while back, and when I reached out to him, he let me know that this was going to be probably a good fit, and the vibe is right. They're amazing, honestly.
Well, anything to help fellow enthusiasts. I'm happy to.
Do you know if they've been signed?
No, but when I talked to him last, he was against it for one reason or another.
No, that's understandable. I mean, you can make so much more as an independent artist these days.
Debatable, depending if you're good or not.
Proof's in the pudding.
Shall we?
Yes, certainly. Now, lead him up, knock, quick rap on the door before opening it up.
And almost like clockwork, Brink stays behind, like the threshold of the door, doesn't cross it. Just waiting for Ian to get situated so that way they can hear it. Okay, cool. The individual walks before them. Please, Mr. Brink of Clan Ventru. Then Derek
just
Brink will
making
step forward.
Just making sure that, because I'm coming back into this real
Yep.
fast. Did Brink bring a fucking herald with him?
More or less.
Like, not even like a valet, but like straight up just a dude to be like, and this is Brink.
Mhm.
Like, okay, cool. Just making sure I read the room. Just making sure I'm feeling that. Cool,
Yep.
cool.
Can I ask, are you jealous?
No, I feel like there's some sort of emotions here, but mostly it's like, are we for real right now? But maybe it's just our Toreadors clashing.
There's only one Toreador in this room.
No, the fact that a
shit.
Toreador brought a herald.
Brink was just introduced as a Ventru.
Oh shit!
Brink of Clan Ventru.
Blink. Oh, I'm pissed. That's why you don't take phone calls when things are happening.
Venture, Brink, jump ship.
No, but the snap.
So I guess
Oh,
I am surprised.
Everyone is
Whoa,
surprised.
fuck.
No, everyone is surprised at this, by the
Okay,
way.
I was
This
gonna
is
say,
not.
Oh,
for
okay,
these
okay,
folks,
okay.
Has
Everybody's
Brink
surprised.
always been a Ventru?
No, Brink is not.
No, he was Toreador. There were two of us in Indy. There were two Toreador barons.
Without skipping a beat, Dom will slip past behind Brink and hide the flowers behind the counter and slowly flip paintings over so they're different style. kind of, subtly moving around.
I would say if you wanted to leave the flowers, you can. It's our establishment. He can't be mad that there's roses somewhere.
Maybe good
I'm
for
sure he
you.
can be mad about whatever he wants.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Clan of Kings, baby.
I'll subtly
See,
turn the
now it makes
RGBs
sense
to
that he has a
purple.
herald. Now it makes sense that he has a herald. This guy out here, like, I'm royalty.
As he's wearing
Oh,
his
damn.
dark, almost like deep navy blue suit.
That ain't Brink.
I'm upset that I didn't clock that.
Cool. I'm gonna
And he
gesture
introduced him
for
as
me.
Mr., not as Baron.
In a public establishment? Yes, he did.
But it's in a room full of
Sure did.
people.
We did
we
introduce him as
know.
being of Clan Venture.
Yeah.
So maybe he's not a bear. Are you still in? Are we still anarchs?
There's a total possibility. Oh my god. Real subtle like I'm checking my tattoos.
Uh-huh.
Do I still got all my anarch tattoos and like my
All of a
roses?
sudden, it's a crown and scepter.
Exactly.
But like, cause I have anarch on my forearm
Yep.
and like a rose in the palm and stuff like that. So it's like, does it actually just say like the tower?
Yeah.
Or like,
No, it still has both.
okay, but yeah, just gesture them on in. Like, hi, welcome in. Glad to have you.
We appreciate the announcement, Baron, but I think, is there maybe another introduction you'd like to do?
And Brink just looks towards you, Baron. Almost waiting for the Baron to respond to the question.
Interesting. Perhaps that's my my mistake, Mr. Brink. Would you mind introducing your guests?
Yes, this is my colleague Drake.
Fuck.
Do we all said fuck at
Timelines.
the same time?
Timelines are all fucked up. Mages are awful. And everything is stupid.
Real paradoxical shit going on up in here.
I'm about to lose my damn mind.
I will
And-
lean down next to Riley's ear. Perhaps we should begin.
One more time, your mic cut just a touch.
Perhaps we should begin the meeting.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it seems that everybody that could be mustered has been mustered. We're here. What would you care to discuss, Mr. Brink?
Anson is a problem.
Show your work.
Baron Anson is
Yeah.
a problem.
I
Hang on,
understood
pause.
this.
Didn't we kill him?
Yes,
Yes.
that's why I'm trying to figure.
Okay.
I'm trying to be real cool about this.
Fucking Pizza King.
We're gonna have to do some pauses so I make sure that I'm not like forgetting
Yeah.
what happened as a player. But I'm pretty sure that dude's dead.
Also,
Way
thank you
dead.
so much for-
Do these
Thank
three
you so much
remember
for
Anson
pausing.
being dead?
Yes, actively.
Okay.
I would hope that I remember Anson being dead. That's kind of crucial and core to my existence.
How we impact business?
How is Baron Anson being a problem?
In my humble opinion, putting his nose where it doesn't belong.
I can see that. So
Is
I
this
mean,
it?
like, just between us, since I've known him, he's been a real thorn. No, refresh my memory, if you would be
Mhm.
so kind, as I feel like everything's moving so fast and so jumbled lately. Which, and I feel so dumb having to ask this. I'm sorry, it's been one of those evenings. Whose barony do you fall under?
Hills.
Thank you. I'm very sorry to have to clarify like that.
Understandable.
Just making sure I'm not overstepping or doing something stupid. Okay. Things. So, what is your recommendation here?
I don't have one. I was
You're
just
just
coming to talk to a baron.
perfect. So, and I don't want this to come across rude because I'm not trying to be rude. As the main meat of the reason for the conference is we have beef with Anson. Correct?
I don't know if you have beef with Hanson.
No, I'm saying the collective we. Like that's the conversation at the moment is Anson's a problem.
Oh,
Just
I think I just roused for concern is all.
oh, okay. Has there been anything specific? Have you spoken with Eva about this?
No, she's busy putting holes in people.
That does track. She's not one to hide away from putting a fist through somebody.
Not since she brought the tower down.
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, what restitution do you feel would be adequate given Anson's meddling?
I don't pretend to know the work of what goes into barony. My background is I'm new to this whole side of the argument.
Well, welcome aboard. First and foremost.
I pull out my phone and check the date real quick.
Time travel's a hell of a drug.
Same day.
Same day, same time,
I'll put it
Same
back
year?
away.
same year. Good question. Good question.
So now, Mr. Brink, can we be so casual as to be on first names in this moment?
Whatever you like, Baron.
All right, and I'm saying just candid conversation. No harm, no foul. There is no offense taken by anything. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm saying that because you're so new to this side of things, the regiment, everything like that. I appreciate it. Kind of nice, but we can just have a conversation. The pomp and circumstance is what it is. So just lay it out plain. There's not much I can do to help rally or back anything or support anything if I don't know really what's going on. And, you know, trying to tiptoe around the whole thing and just like, oh, I'm not going to pretend to know. You have an idea. You're smart. I think that you have some pretty good instincts on what's going on. So just be plain about it. What's going on? And I think nobody in this room is going to hold any sort of any sort of knife or stake to you for saying anything, right, guys?
Correct.
Of course.
Simply don't know how Anarch's politics works, is all I'm saying. I was
Totally fair. Totally fair. And again, not stepping on toes. There's no reprimand. Please don't think that's what that was. It's more of an invitation to speak freely. Okay.
of course.
I'm confused because I was under the impression that Anson had been dealt with.
I think there would be a lot of people who would find that helpful.
He still holds the he still holds the title of Pizza King currently.
I mean, I with a yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a dumb name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would be remiss to say that he doesn't frustrate the absolute living fuck out of me sometimes. Um, so I mean, I'm always here. We're here to listen, to support where we can. Hands are pretty tied outside of domains. It's not like we can just, you know, muster up the regulators and go kick in somebody's door. That's not what we're about over here. Is like that's not what the movement is. The movement's kind of freedom. The movement's the
Perhaps
ability to ebb and flow.
if you could elaborate a little bit on what his transgressions are, that may
Yep,
help
that would be
us
helpful.
determine the correct course of action.
My concerns are less of things that would be allowed and more about the ramifications that an ecosystem gets tampered with.
Okay, that's a good starting point. Are we worried about some sort of breach?
As of right now, no. But I mean, if half the rumors are true from Anson, there's been a lot of embracing happening in his territory.
Okay.
And eventually,
I've
you'll
heard a
have
couple.
so many mouths to feed, where it becomes an issue.
Correct.
Baron, can I ask a question?
Brink will look towards Riley.
Mr. Brink, you
Yep.
mentioned many people would be upset or would not be upset if Anson were to die. Who might those people be?
I know I wouldn't mind.
Well, sure. Who else?
I mean, most people who probably have interacted with Anson on some level or another. I mean, sure, Riley here can attest.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm just wondering who else you. Yeah, it's always helpful to have allies when you're doing stuff. I'm just wondering who you think else might be on the same page.
Baron Joshua probably wouldn't be upset. Um, Hill.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck?
That's a name I haven't heard in a hot minute. Okay.
Eva Hill,
Uh,
right?
Yeah. Eva Hill.
Okay.
Or
And just out of curiosity,
Brink starts like eyeing the group inquisitively, asking a lot of interesting questions.
weird clarifying questions that we
Right.
should.
Right. Exactly.
Is there a gas leak?
Is the place safe?
We're all just wearing SI wires.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, a little clearer.
Speak right into my button over here.
Yeah. Speak. Never mind.
Do you feel that perhaps Baron Anson is sliding towards less savory elements of our kind? Do you think he is embracing the Black Hand?
I don't. I just think he's trying to
Build an army?
fortify his position.
I would say, as is his right.
I could agree, but I also know that the politics of Indianapolis are weighted and balanced in a sort of way.
But we make no provisions to prevent the embracing of progeny. Unlike the tower.
I agree. But it's one of the few things I think the tower does correctly.
Depending upon what audience you're in, could be dangerous words indeed.
I was advised I could speak candidly.
I was
No,
just
I'm,
about
I'm
to say,
not saying that you can't. I'm just saying
there's
careful.
time and place for that kind of thing, especially being a fresh transplant. So just
I mean, I've got a year under my
right.
belt, to be fair, but I'm just saying I
still
agreed.
there's but like all that to say, I don't necessarily disagree with the point that you're making in the way of too many mouths becomes a problem and raises suspicion and causes issues with that. Um Alone, there's not much that we can do. I can tell you that conversations will be had with the people that need to be had.
I'll
The
lean
Baron
in close to
will-
Riley's ear. Don't give it away for free. You need to request something.
Absolutely. But as it is, it's not the lightest question that you ask, like to be passed along and to be discussed. So there would be some semblance of uh, compensation, if you will. Um,
We're speaking plainly, a boon.
yeah, a boon. I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a decent boon for this.
And for the first time, probably this whole conversation, a a fraction of Derek Brink mannerism comes forward of like, I know who I am. Like, Baron Brink almost comes forward a little bit. I appreciate that, Riley, but I just was offering information for free that you could use as you may wish.
Okay. And you know what? Then I'll walk that back a little bit. I was under a misunderstanding for what this conversation was. Um, and by no means am I upset about this conversation. Um, it's nice to know that there's some like minds out there, and maybe more than would meet the eye. But that's kind of the extent of it at the moment that we're able to do. But
I highly doubt that Baron Hill has any particular fondness for the Pizza King either.
agree.
So while
Or
we're
Baron
sharing,
Joshua. I'll just throw that out there like I know who that is.
information, you might consider bringing it up to her or perhaps some of her inner circle that perhaps the Pizza King is acting recklessly.
As soon as we can find her, I'm sure we can give her that information.
Has she left a second or somebody that you could speak to instead?
Not currently, but it's only been a couple nights, so it's not unlike her to go on these benders.
I would have thought that maybe she would have left the Dimitri in her place.
I thought he died. Like before the tower fell.
Shit, I'm all spun around. So, word of advice: if a Malkavian says, "Hey, I'm gonna dig around and really tell you exactly how your future's gonna go," make sure that your schedule is clear, because when you come out of that, you are scrambled.
Word of advice: don't let a Malkavian into your brain.
Not, yep. First time for everything.
So,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, now I'm just asking you this, Josh.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anson's territory would literally butt right up against Eva's,
Correct.
right? Mr. Brink, it seems to me that if Baron Hill is as reckless and dangerous and potentially as out of control as you make her sound, it sounds like Anson may just be doing what he feels is necessary to defend his domain.
I wouldn't call her reckless. Not because I'm afraid that she also put a hole in me. But there's purpose behind it. I don't know what that purpose is, but it's not like she's going around just letting the beast win.
But you could see how someone in Anson's position who doesn't live within their domain might take that as blind aggression, purposeless violence, death, and destruction, and feel the need to raise an army to defend their domain in case war comes for them.
If I had to guess, I think it's more of that Anson understands that it's not random and that it's targeted.
So, even more reason for them to be on the defensive.
Agreed.
So, it sounds like you came to us with a problem in that Anson is interfering in your business. You can't go to your Baron because you can't find them. So you bring this to us as though it's just information that we might want to have. But it seems like you're needing something from that information, which is hence why Baron Riley requested a boon. You can say you came here just to keep us informed, but I don't think that rings true. I think you want us to take some sort of action. Otherwise, you wouldn't have brought it to our attention.
And through all of that, I'd like to insight that. Like insight on the Brink.
Okay.
I might normally, but I think that Vincent is still trying to figure out what's real.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's paying more attention to like, all right, so what's different? How do I draw a map between the things that I thought were true?
I'm just sitting here thinking that Baron Joshua was like one of the first dudes to get croaked.
Baron Joshua never died.
Oh, he didn't die?
No, you guys handed
He got
over.
literally dog walked.
You guys handed
Yeah,
Baron
he
Joshua
was-
over to Nessa, who then Donnie's character, his name is out of my head for the podcast, made lick his
Mhm.
boot.
Right, but whatever happened to him?
He
I
just
figured
no
he
one
died
knows?
when
he
the
just
tower fell.
he just disappeared once the tower fell. He never died.
I guess I was always assuming he was toast.
Your
Oh, it's
Six
part of
hits
the
on that
ball.
insight, by the way.
Ooh, I was about to say your DC was 5. So I mean, he seems very genuine in just wanting to offer information, not wanting anything to be. I mean, he definitely wants something to be done about it, but he doesn't care who's the one to do it. He seems
He's
very.
spreading rumors, not making a request.
He's very genuine that he sees Anson as a problem, not for him personally, but for kindred of Indianapolis.
So outside of all of this, Derek, I feel like we haven't. I feel like I don't know you very. We've interacted, I'm sure, over the year previously.
Just a couple times you guys came to my establishment before your embrace?
And that was actually going to be my next question. Is, how's business? How's everything functioning for you currently?
Pretty all right so far. Besides the poison attack a couple days ago.
Oh, with all the clouds and whatnot, like
Yeah.
the gases and shit. Yeah, that was fucked up.
Had to close business down for a while, but not too terrible.
Well, that sucks. Sorry for the revenue hit on that.
Yeah.
But overall, like business is good. You and yours, you're okay.
How okay as any of us can be. Business is business.
You still running with that coterie?
We're a little bit more split than we usually are, but there's still a coterie.
That's rough, and I'm sorry.
Eh. It is just a drop in the long timeline that we have as us.
You're just hoping that folks come back around and fences are mended and bridges are rebuilt. I will tell you this. I hear you. And your concerns are acknowledged and valid. All right. Um, as is the rules of the club. They extend kind of to the greater of the domain, more or less. Just we around on this side, we try real hard to stay impartial, or not impartial, but neutral. Try to make sure that if something dusts up, we have a spot to dust off. That's important for the community at large. I don't care what their belief system is. That's just the way that goes. So please don't think that that would play into any sort of you're being ignored or not listened to. It's a lot of effort to keep the peace in a place that people think they can just walk in and do whatever the fuck they want. So that said, even though we haven't interacted much, I do appreciate you, and I do think that you are underselling yourself in a lot of ways. So just marinate on that. Think about it. I don't want to cut this short, but I do have a couple other pressing matters to see to this evening. But the club's open. The club's open. You are always welcome.
I appreciate that, Baron.
Absolutely. Also, have you considered a crimson suit?
No, why?
I think it would actually look real good on you.
I think this one fits me just fine.
Valid. It's my free Toreador advice.
Appreciate that.
Please. The room is yours. Stay as long as you'd like. The evening is mostly young. Enjoy it, all right? But yeah, holler if you need something. We've got a great staff on hand.
A fine selection of many quality vintages if you are in the mood.
I would love that. It's one of the few things that I do miss from the tower when they ran Indy.
Fantastic. I'll have our sommelier come up and kind of give you a quick rundown.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we're that kind of fancy around here.
Or come across any additional tidbits that you want to make sure that we're aware of, either myself or Dom. would be available to collect those and potentially to talk about your perspective on those things in the future.
He gives a very familiar Derek Brink smirk before taking an empty glass that's next to him, raising it up. Now that would require a very expensive boon.
Clever.
Up to you.
Clever.
Up to you. You've clearly got an agenda in this, so up to you how much you'd like to drive it.
I think we all do. It's part of us being the creatures that we are.
Indeed.
When your sommelier is ready, please.
Definitely. I'll see to it now as I'm walking out the door. Hey, Dave, I need you to come up to VIP room 4. Bring the list. Top shelf only.
Once we step
On the
in,
house.
if everybody else is leaving as well, I'm just gonna like look at them and signal like office. And then I'll just head that way.
Well, follow my Baron.
Yeah, I'll go as well.
The coterie begins to head to the office. You guys arrive, unimpeded.
Yay!
But you guys all do see a familiar person at the bar having a conversation. As Nicholas is at the bar still, having a conversation with folks.
There's so many names I have to like run back through the encyclopedia
Nicholas
of
was
everybody
Julian's
we've ever
guardian
met.
angel, right?
Yeah.
There
And
it is.
our coteries collective imaginary friend.
Which feels a lot less crazy in the current context.
Yeah. Hey, Dom, we're going to have a conversation, but when we're done with our current conversation, there's a gentleman at the bar that I would like to also have a conversation with. So, and I'll kind of point him out. It's Nicholas there. So just once we're done with this, if you could help me set that up.
Do you want me to ensure that he doesn't leave before you're ready?
Ideally. Yeah, I mean,
I-
and no, it's nothing too pressing. So if he does manage to vanish or whatever, that's totally fine. But just he's now of interest.
Dom opens the closet door and one of the flesh columns is just standing there. Keep an eye on that one. Try to prevent him from leaving without doing any physical harm. If he tries to leave.
No messes, please.
No promises.
Clean
Wait,
up
to the office.
Clean up in aisle 4.
Mhm. You guys have arrived at said office.
Attention Succubus Club. Somebody spilled their shit.
Somebody to be dead
Fuck.
up in here.
So in the office, okay, what the fuck is going on? Does
Oh,
anybody
good.
know?
I thought it was just me.
No, there are some blaring inconsistencies, and I know I'm not fucked up.
True.
90% sure I'm not fucked up. Dom, when was the last time I got absolutely fucked up?
It's been a while.
Okay, so then we're good. Then we're fine, at least mentally.
Yes, I recall one, Brink being a baron, and two, I believe he was Toreador.
That's we were kin. He
And
I.
who is Baron Joshua? And
th-
better point of fact, who the hell is the Pizza King?
oh, that's a long story full of sighs and sadness.
And Eva's
I'll tell you
a bloodthirsty murder machine, and I guess that's
vigilante
not
is
that much
probably the better.
different.
Vigilante is probably the better word for her.
I'm very confused.
What the fuck?
I think going forward, our modus operandi should be say less.
Yes. I was so ready to sit down and have a conversation with a baron when he was like, "Oh, I'm not a baron." I was completely thrown. Was that an okay meeting? Did I fuck that up?
No, I think we all were a little shaky ground simply because of the inconsistencies. I think it went fine, but I do wonder what Brink will have to say about our mental acumen.
Well, I'm hoping that like I could put it out there and be like, went on a fucking weird milk trip.
This, I mean, it is a reasonable explanation, but unless we were all mind melded with a Malkavian, it wouldn't explain why all of us had such large holes in our memory.
We all
Well,
did it. It was a weird, but it wasn't a sex thing.
could also be worth making Mr. Brink aware that spreading rumors might result in other
Yeah,
rumors making their way to Baron Anson.
I would agree. It also might be a good way to let him know that spreading rumors is a good way to lose a kneecap.
I'm simply surprised that he wasn't willing to pay for
Yeah, that felt stingy and weird, didn't it?
it. Did. It wasn't
That
like you're
felt
asking
like
for a big ask.
no. And like we opened up a VIP room for him under the assumption that he was a baron because we're gonna afford luxury to, whatever. But then he's like shows up and he's just a dude. Guy, do you know who the fuck? Do you know the wait time on that kind of shit? Do you know, like, and you're gonna have the nerve, to tell me, I'm not trying to pay for that.
Well, the Clan of Kings is known to be shrewd negotiators and rarely give up anything if they can avoid it. So,
Yeah, and he's
Also
avoiding it real
entitled
damn hard.
pricks.
Yeah, and I thought I was a problem.
would you like for me
You would-
to have a transponder put in his vehicle?
Oh my god, yes.
I'll talk to some of the boys downstairs, see what we can make happen.
Put a fucking chip in that pigeon. I want to know where he goes home. Like, um, but we're all on the same page, right? This is weird.
Yes, something is definitely off,
Okay.
either with our memories or with the world. I'm not sure which.
Porque no los dos.
Could be both.
And Vincent, like, so above everything, did Vincent actively point out that it was potentially a mage?
Uh, I indicated that it was magic, and that
Okay.
I couldn't explain a lot of things that seemed potentially paradoxical,
Okay.
but he wouldn't know the difference between capital P and lowercase p paradoxical.
No, that's totally valid. Then, because I didn't want Riley to be talking out their ass. Never fucked around with a mage before, if that's what this is, or who this is, or if they had something to do with this. Um, that's terrifying.
Do
Yeah,
we have anyone in our wheelhouse or connections, contacts that has extensive experience with the occult, in particular, magics of any sort?
well, so just one potential twist to put on this that could explain the power levels. The individual that I spoke to did indicate that Malkov was potentially involved, as in
Okay.
the eldest
Like,
Malkavian.
yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Yes.
Could it be like a? No, I don't know anything when it comes to magic, uppercase or lowercase m. Um, but I did play a handful of good old Dungeons and Dragons for a little bit. Do you think it'd be like a warlock situation where this guy like sold himself to the entity that is Malkov, and now he's got power he doesn't understand, and he's just doing shit?
I don't want to pretend to understand how the Malkavians work. Maybe. But I guess while we're on the topic of deals with insanely powerful entities, um, and maybe this is me with some wishful thinking, do y'all remember a situation with death and pestilence and like the Four Horsemen and
Yeah, that sucks.
fuck?
I remember that.
Well, that would have been too easy.
Couldn't rewrite that part of history, could we?
But because Dom doesn't know the story, Riley would take some time and kind of exposition the backstory of Riley, how Riley's associated with Anson, all that kind of stuff. Like the import of the death of Anson in Riley's life, et cetera, et cetera. Leaving out some key details. Like, not actively pegging myself as a hunter at one point. That kind of stuff. Maybe being like hunter adjacent, but not necessarily like actively one.
Sure.
Baron Hartmore, would you take out your phone and see if you have a contact for Baron Anson?
That's too smart, and I'm upset I didn't start there. And I'm gonna check my phone.
That's okay. My plans when I go home are to start a research project about what is true in this world. So
Good idea.
Yes, he is part of the Baron group chat that you guys all have.
Perhaps
that
it would
seems
be
like a thread that you
wise
read back through.
for
Yeah.
for you to review the conversations that have occurred. And
I
I think research project, as was indicated by Vincent, would be a fantastic idea for us to see if we can't find information in regards to what is true in this reality.
I am gonna have to have a conversation with Anson.
Yes.
I
But
never thought that was gonna be a reality ever again.
my hope is that your pre-existing relationship with them might make that go differently than you might expect.
Hope so, but really, it's having to go look the guy who ruined my life in the eyes.
I think you're looking at it the wrong way. Your life hasn't been ruined, Baron Hartmore. You were finally allowed to lead the life you were always intended to.
Very. That's very kind of you, and I appreciate you. And I'm not saying that I'm upset with my station or status or anything like that. I love the people that I now have the chance to have an unlife with, if you will. But there was a lot on the mortal side of things that man robbed me of. Is more or less what I'm trying to get at. Maybe a little melodramatic, but yeah, that's tough. But can't let him see me be upset, I guess.
Yeah, that is a very mature way to think about it, and I still want to find the guy who killed me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If and this
Given
stings
the
us
nature
because-
of the embrace of most of you, that's completely understandable. It was quite a abrupt and cruel way to bring you into this side of life. And I certainly understand the desire to meet your maker and thank them in kind for all of the lovely gifts they imparted to you. But it doesn't have to be all bad.
valid.
No, I understand. And the mortality element is certainly a piece of it. There is an element of loss there, but also sort of unforgivable to leave one of us as an orphan for a lot of reasons.
For sure.
Yeah.
I knew my sire well. She taught me many things.
Weirdly enough, I haven't known my sire. The dude embraced me, and then I met. Oh my god, I need to see what the fuck Adeline's up to.
Does Adeline exist?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing. Like, she's not my
This is
sire.
the moment where Vincent's like, who's Adeline? Faith.
There's so, oh my god, there's so much. Ah. There's so much. Cool. Okay. Well, I
Okay,
think
you'll review your group chat. The rest of us, I think, are
Yeah.
on research projects.
Yeah. And just, I guess, grain of salt it with everybody. Like, if there's something that we don't remember, we try to fill each other back in.
And the less said, the better when dealing with people.
Right. Right. Okay. Awesome. Well, go team.
Riley, do you have any sort of television or radio that plays in your office by chance?
I would have probably both. Like one that's like a radio that's like a nice like record player, like bar. You know what I'm talking about? Like just a nice like
Right.
set piece radio record player. And TVs are a sign of status. Come on. Uh,
Would it be on, and
Oh.
what would it be on?
Usually it's on, but it's like a fish tank
Mm-hmm.
because it's just nice.
Sure.
But it's I don't know. Like it can be interrupted.
The screensaver is interrupted by a newscast.
Fucking news. They're gonna tell me something terrible.
Looking for a individual who threatened and blackmailed them. And they have a sketch of said individual be one of the flesh golems. And if anyone knows any information on them, to please call the Indianapolis Police Department.
Never seen that guy before in my life.
Fred's gonna need a new face.
And that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up tonight's session. Thank you so much for coming to our episode tonight. That was episode number 56, When Shadows Play. We will go and see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night Blurred Lines. If you guys haven't already, make sure to head over to adventuredice.ca and use code JBruce for 10% off your order. They've been a fantastic partner of the show and all of our tabletop shows for a very long time, so make sure to go show them some love. That does exclude any of their charity sets, because we want to make sure that their charity gets 100% of the proceeds that they deserve. But otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Tales of Valerian, where we go ahead and take a airship out of Merrick and head towards Everett for the next leg of our adventure. So thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week on Indy by Night Blurred Lines. Have a good night.
Bye.